Alright, working on a lot of new magic. This effect is a variation of several things. It's got new ideas in it, and it's got a variation of a Bill Goodwin effect. It's got in it, and it's got a lot of other things. So let's take a look at this. It's a transposition, and I call it the Royal Miracle. Okay, so here's your setup. Okay, your setup is you're going to have the four aces. You're going to have the 10 Jack, Queen, and King. You're going to have an extra card hidden here. It's an extra 10 of spades that's right on the mat, and this is slightly off the table. This is so you can steal a mat steal. This is a really old idea that I got from an old magic book. Really old magic book, but I'll have to do another video on that. It's a really cool effect. It was with a nice card effect where you're doing a transposition. So you start off, and you're going to have the Jack, Queen, and King inside of your right pocket. Okay, that's in your right pocket. Now, you'd be standing up, okay? I'm sitting down, but you'd be standing up. This is for walk around. When you have your mat, you have it on the table. There's other ways you can steal this, but okay, for this, you can do it standing or sitting. Either way, it's only slightly different. You're going to have a signed card in this, so this is a combination of several ideas. So I'll give credit. I like to show you where I get my inspirations from, so that you can create your own magic. So I'll do another video for the performance. So this is an explanation. It's got a lot involved in it. So what you would do is you'd have this. This would not be a signed card. I'm sorry, that was another effect. But you would force the 10 of spades using your favorite force. Okay. My favorite force is the classic force, and I have other videos on my outs on that. I use a raised riser as an out, and I use a Hobson's, or there's different applications. So you start off, you're going to classic force or do your favorite force on the 10 of spades. You're going to do your favorite for ace production, which I have a lot of new ace productions that are going to be shown. So subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to have a lot of new magic. I'll have a new video every day, or just about every day. So this is where the inspiration comes in from my old friend Bill Goodwin. He's a librarian at the Magic Castle. So if you haven't been to the Magic Castle, it's in Hollywood, California. Go check that out, and you can go visit. Go ask for Bill Goodwin. He's down there. He's a very humble, very generous magician, but he's also one of the greatest. He's a protege of Larry Jennings, as a matter of fact, and he's got some of the most visual card magic in the world. So go down there and visit him sometime. Well, we're going to start off. We're going to show you the effect, and there's actually a lot of different ways you can do this. You can do a 4-in-1 transposition. There are many different 4-in-1 transpositions. For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this as a kind of a 4-way effect. So I'm going to have one of these aces reversed secretly to begin with. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this on the bottom. So I'll show like 4 kings. So let me go ahead and let me just skip that part, because there's so many different ways to do this. Usually you show like the 4 kings or the 4 queens or the 4 jokers, okay? And you would switch this into here. So the way that's done is this is on top. And I'll just go ahead and show you with 4 indifferent cards. So you show 4 indifferent cards, right? And then the way you get into this is you have this already set up. And then you do the tilt or bluff pass and bring 10 to the 5th from the top, okay, using like a tilt, okay. Then you'd get a break on it, okay. You'd show 4 different cards, and then you make a switch, okay. And the switch you use is like this type of switch, okay, which is like a Brownie edition, okay. So what you do is you set the deck down and get rid of those, and now you're ready. So you're going to do Alan Ackerman's, this is a 4-way count. You're using a faced principle here. What do I mean? You've got 2 cards face to face, and you're using that in such a way that you will see how this will be really clean way to show. So you'd show 4 different cards or jokers, maybe 4 jokers would be good. You say jokers are wild, and then you do the first change. So you say, look, this kind of looks like your card. So you could say this is an illusion that looks like your card. And then what you do is, as you come back, you're going to do a side glide here, okay, on the bottom. That loads it to the second from bottom. Then you snap and you say, when you spread over, okay, so you spread one here. You show the second one from the top, okay? Now this is where it gets really clever. See, you're going to take the next one, you're going to do a triple, okay? See how it shows it really clean? And then you show the top one, okay? And you show all of them. So let's go into that, okay? So we'll start over. We have this on top of the deck. We switched it in, okay? We loaded this fifth to the top. So now when we have the packet, we have the 4 aces with one that's third from the top face up and the bottom card. So it looks like you just took 4 jokers or 4 different cards and you changed them magically one at a time into the first card, okay? Which will look like this, right? You snap, you change it in, the second one, which is the second one from the bottom, okay? Then you change the third one, which is the second one from the top. See how clean that is? And then of course the top one, okay? Which is, they're all 10s. Now look how clean that is. Isn't that clean? So that's the first part. The next phase that you're going to do is you're going to go like this, okay? You're going to say we're going to do a trick with the 10 here, okay? You get in position to do the rub change, okay? The rub change is like this, okay? So you're going to do a magical change here, okay? Now what that does is that looks like they all change into the aces, okay? Now when you show the 4 aces are here, now here's where it gets really clever, okay? So you're going to turn this over. Now you'd be standing up, of course. And as you square this up, you're going to palm these guys. You're going to palm the aces. It's done like this, okay? Now that will look like you've done nothing, but you've actually palmed them. The hand swings down. You do the burning swing here, very important touch. You don't want your thumb to kick out. Your hand's going to swing down because you're going to tell them to blow on the cards or whatever you're going to do for the misdirection. You misdirect over there. As you say, tap the hand or whatever you want to do. I would say just wave your hand over the top. I would make an end. What I would do is I would show a hand. I say hold your hand out. I say wave your hand over the top. And then as I turn to the side, as I'm squaring, I would say hold your hand out, and I'd show this hand. So as your hand swings, it's a vernon swing. They're waving their hand over the top. You reach in your pocket, right, and you come out, and they think it's going to be one card, but this is the transposition. This is where it gets different now. So watch. You show the 4 aces, okay, and then they think it's over. They think the trick is done. But now when you go back in to your pocket here, what you're going to do is you want to have a position so the ace of spades is on top. You'll see why, because when this goes back in, you're going to thumb off all 3, and you're going to take the top 3 cards out. You see what I mean? So you've switched this out for the royal flush, but they don't know that because when you come back out, you square these cards up on the table. And as you're squaring them up on the table, they're going to think the trick is done. And you've actually got the royal flush here, but you're not going to reveal it yet. Okay, so this is what you do. I set this down. I square it up, and I set this down. Right? Or rather, I'd say hold your hand out. And as I square it up, they think the trick is done. I said, I want you to deal the cards face down, right? Count them. They can 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one, you can kind of flash it. So they think, look, the 4 aces there. Now, you say to someone else, hold out their hand. Now, that provides you misdirection. As you come back, here's the move here, okay? The move is, as you pinch here, remember the card that's underneath the mat, okay, the extra 10 of spades, is a duplicate. Very sneaky. You're going to pull this back, okay? And that is done with your thumb, okay? Your thumb just digs in. And it's the reason it's easy is because what's going to happen is they've already counted the cards, right? As you square them up, these hands are seen empty as you say, hold your hand up. As you come back, you're just going to slide this back and you just pinch it here. Okay, that is done. I'm standing up, but I'm going to sit down. So that is done like that, okay? You're going to slide back. So that will add it to the bottom, right? So you count 1, 2, 3, and then you just put this back here. So it's actually going to be in the middle, but you're just showing these 4 cards as you're just squaring them up. You put them into their hands. So this will actually be loaded here, the duplicate, right? So it looks like they've got the 4 aces, and you can even, as you square them up, you can even flash the bottom of it. So it looks very clean, like it's 4 aces in their hand, correct? Now, you're going to do a vanish of Alan Ackerman. This is the Ultra Rub-A-Dub move. Okay, you can do any kind of vanish you want, but this one is very clean. As you come over, you're going to straddle grip it with your first finger and pinky. As you come over like this, you're going to, from the back, your thumb is going to go on top. That's covered because your hand is going to cover it. Okay, so that will be like this. Okay, that's it. Now, when you show it here, you're going to tap it. Okay. As your hand turns over, your fingers, see where your fingers are? They're here. So it'll automatically push that back in flush with the top of the deck. See how clean that is? So now you're going to make a vanish. You can show the top of the card, whatever you want. Put the deck in your pocket. That will ditch your duplicate. Okay? Or put it away. Whatever. Open their hand. They see it appears right in their hand. Now, they think that the trick is done, but now you've got another kicker, and the kicker is you say you never want to play cards with the magician because look, you've got a royal flush, 10, jack, queen, king, and ace. So I hope you like that. That's called the Royal Miracle.